So we have a three-way trade again. The Leafs picking up Ilya Lyubushkin, who, by the way, they shipped out. By the way, I don't know if you know this. They shipped him out last year or 2 years ago or something like that. Anyways, Ilya Lyubushkin, a UFA for the Anaheim Ducks, was traded from the Anaheim Ducks, who retained 50%, from the Anaheim Ducks to the Carolina Hurricanes, who retained 25% of his cap hit, and then sent him over to the Leafs. This is what happened, and it is a choice. I don't know what Brad Trelevin's thinking, but he is picking up Ilya Lyubushkin again. I mean, he's a right D. I don't know what handed he is, but he's a defenseman, I guess. I mean, I get that because you have older guys like Giordano. You're playing like Lagesson. Klingberg's out. Like, they need to pick someone, but like, was it Lyubushkin? I mean, I guess it's cheap. It's a third-round pick, right? So you're sending out a third-round pick for Ilya Lyubushkin, who, by the way, Cap Friendly hasn't even updated this yet, which is how soon this happened. This happened like just recently. So Ilya Lyubushkin, a third-pair defenseman, more of a defensive defenseman, with a cap hit of $2.75 million, right? So we cut that in half. That means that Anaheim is retaining $1.375 thousand. And then if you continue that to Carolina, it's about $680,000. So Toronto Maple Leafs are getting a right-handed defenseman at $600,000 for a third-round pick and a sixth-round pick. So I guess it's really cheap. It's a guy. You have someone, right? So I'm not mad about it, but it's weird. It's a small move. It kind of feels insignificant, right? Right? So I don't know. I'm just a little confused. So, anyways, going through why they would do this, right? I mean, Anaheim. I mean, they want the picks, right? So they're just looking to move guys out, and they have a ton of cap space. So they'll be utilizing a lot of that cap space to take on deals and act as a third brokerer. So they're just like, hey, give us the picks. So that's Anaheim's deal. They're in the rebuild, so that makes the most sense. And they go to Carolina. And I was like, why would Carolina want to do this? Why are they in this? There's so many other rebuilding teams, right? We look at their deadline cap space is $6.6 million. That's quite a bit of money that they have, and I don't know if they're going to utilize it all. And how little they got to retain with the $600,000, they're like, we'll take a 6th-round pick, not a big deal, which is great. I mean, it's a nice little bit of little piece of action. And my assumption is that Freddie Anderson is not going to be coming back this year. Or he'll be coming back sometime in the playoffs, which is why they're also utilizing it, because it's like, hey, we can take on this cap hit. It's not a big deal. So it's a fine move, right? And also if we go to Toronto now too, going to check out their situation, they have the deadline cap space, so they're gonna have about $1.5 million to mess with. So I imagine there's gonna be another third party deal similar to this, where there's gonna be another extra team retaining. Because a 1.5, you only have 1.5, and if the team retains half of that player, it's like a $3 million player. Well, I don't think that the impact player that they're looking to get is gonna be worth $3 million. I mean, even like if you try to get Matt Dumba, he's like 4.1. So you couldn't even get Matt Dumba for that. You'd have to retain half, right, which would be around a little over $2 million, and you'd have to retain again. So that you had enough cap space. So to me, I see them making Toronto Maple Leafs making another deal where they give them another. They had to send out an extra pick similar to what they did with Carolina. So, I mean, it's a trade. I mean, like I said, it's that's the thing. It's nothing fancy. It's not flashy. It is a trade though. So, hey, they pick up a guy. It's not a big deal. But hey, I just wanted to show off. I think, in my opinion, there's two winners here, right? There is the Toronto Maple Leafs, and there's the Anaheim Ducks. Just got a new hat for Christmas. So I mean, there's two winners. I mean, I think to me this is a win-win-win. Carolina has space they're not using. Anaheim, hey, we have a guy that's desired. Send out and get a pick, right? And then Ilya Lyubushkin, the Leafs get a defenseman, which they definitely need. I don't know if he's the guy that's going to solve all their problems, but I also don't know if this is the year to go for it fully. So we'll see. I know they probably want to retain their first round pick. And if they don't, they're going to try and get some guy big. So we'll see. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. Also, by the way, Ilya Lyubushkin is just go over him as a player. He's a defensive defenseman. I mean, you can see his stats right here. And again, he played with the Toronto Maple Leafs in 2021. And actually, I want to go. Let's go to his cap friendly because I'm really curious. I know he was traded. I know he was, and he got sent to the Anaheim Ducks. I wonder what was it for again? Yeah. So he picked Toronto picked him up from the Arizona Coyotes and then sent him. No, I thought they traded him. No, I guess they just let him walk. Never mind. My apologies. I thought they re-signed him. I thought they traded him out and they got rid of him. Never mind. They just let him walk. So they're like, hey. But that was also under Kyle Dubas, by the way. So Kyle Dubas let him walk. Brad Treliving's like, man, I got to get this guy, I guess. So, hey, it worked out. So like, at one point he was traded for a 4th-round pick. Now he was traded for a 3rd. They're just getting value out there, man. Like, so hopefully he can get another contract and good for him, man. Like I said, and again, you're not getting him for the numbers. You get him for the shutdown role. He's gonna play your Giordano like shutdown guy. You want him. You staple him to an offensive defensive man like Liljegren, or you're not gonna do Brody, right? Because that's a top pair. But you can do someone on the 3rd pair. I don't even know who he'd match up with, but again, it's just that shutdown defenseman. So again, he's not gonna put up points for you, but he'll put up some penalty minutes. So let me know what your thoughts are. Hit like, subscribe, and catch you soon. Love you.